Hi, I'm Steve and I'd like to save you a few quid, and here's how. So what we've got here is a TP-Link 200 meg mains Ethernet repeater. When you plug it in, it's completely dead. So I've labelled it foobar, but I thought, well, no, actually, it's not going to cost you anything to have a look in there and see what's wrong with it and see if you can fix it. So let's have a look. Okay, what have we got in the back here? Feels like a screw hole there, so let's have a go at that. Okay, yep, there's a screw. Okay, that's not immediately coming apart, so I'm guessing there's going to be some clips in here. Now, having done this sort of thing before, what you tend to find is that there are clips in the side of these covers, and you can buy a tool to do this, but what I found works really well is just get some guitar picks and open them up. I don't have any fingernails, so this is quite difficult for me. And choose a light or fine pick. This one here. That's 0.5 millimeter, and we'll see if we can get in there. Okay, there's a clip there. So there's, just going to have a feel around here. There's nothing there. There's one there, and one here. So let's see if there's one over here as well. Check the bottom of it. Okay, it looks like there's two at the bottom. So let's get in there. Using a little screwdriver. We'll start at this end. Yeah, I can see the clip there. I'll slide out the pick in here. Clip. There it is. Okay, so that's the two bottom ones off. Might just go with the screwdriver on the rest of them, because if this was a customer's piece of kit, I wouldn't be doing this because I'm damaging it. But there we go. And one more over here. Just carefully removing it in case there are any wires. No, that's okay, that's fine. Right, what have we got here? look at the RJ45 socket. We're not really looking at the electronics on this, but there's the Atheros Ethernet controller there. The various electronics to actually make it work. So what we need to do is to get onto the back side of this PCB and see why it's not working. Actually no, I can see why it's not working. This capacitor here is blown. Electrolytic capacitors, you'll notice, have a cross in the top. This allows them in overload conditions to split and release pressure to avoid detonation, basically. And you see this one here is domed, which indicates this capacitor has had it. Okay, that's a 1500 microfarad capacitor. I haven't got one of those, I don't think. No, I don't have. We still need to get to the back side of this board. What's preventing us? So we have got a button sticking out there. That's going to be something to get to negotiate. There are no screws on the board. There are two big solder joints here and here, live and neutral. I'm guessing I'm going to have to desolder those, and they're quite awkwardly placed. So I don't have the required capacitor. I'm going to have to go out and get that tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to switch on my soldering iron. Up to quite substantial connectors there, so I'm going to use quite a high temperature here, going for 400 degrees Celsius, and see if I can desolder those joints and get to the back of the board. Push from there, there we go. Okay, no wires. Excellent.
Okay, road trip. Well, this is my Hyundai appliance. Can't really call it a car, but it does have one very interesting feature, which comes in handy. There we go. Very handy. Let's see how it works. Okay, star up. And here we are. And I have my prize. Right. Time to get back. Start her up. And hit the teleport. And we're back.
Some of you may be wondering whether the teleport feature on the Hyundai iX20 appliance is an optional extra or standard equipment. It's neither. I actually retrofitted it myself. I bought the actual teleport unit off a bloke called Dave down the pub. He sells a lot of these things. But I checked, and this is important, before I fitted it I checked with Sterling Hyundai of Hereford. Wonderful people. And apparently it does not void the warranty, so we're okay on that. I might do a tutorial on how to retrofit the teleport device to an appliance, or if you're lucky enough to own an actual car, to a car. then I might do it later, but I don't suppose anyone would be interested in that. But let's get on with the important stuff, shall we? Now, I realised that earlier I didn't really show you what the problem was with this capacitor, the doming where it had vented, and this is the one here. So I'm going to give you a close-up of this in comparison to the capacitor next to it, which will show you what drew my suspicion to it. So let's do a quick close-up of that. So here it is. You can see the large capacitor there. It has a domed top where it's vented the electrolyte, and the one next to it is still completely flat. So that gives you an indication that capacitor has vented and is no longer functioning. So let's get to work. First, switch on the soldering iron. Set the temperature to 320 Celsius. And wet my sponge. That's not a euphemism. Actually, it might be. This is pretty sexy stuff. Okay, irons up to temperature. Help your hands. And these are two solder joints I need to desolder. Where's my solder gone? There it is. Tin the bit. Okay, so this nasty modern lead-free solder, I'm going to get it a bit hotter. That's 400 degrees, that's it, that's the temperature. Let's try that. There it goes. Okay, so comparison here. I couldn't get a 1500 microfarad capacitor today, so this, I'm assuming, is a smoothing capacitor. So the bigger the better, basically. So I've got a 2200 microfarad. This one is rated at 6.3 volts. The new one is 16 volts. So it's well within tolerance, but as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. So I don't know if it's actually going to fit within the package. So it's going to be that high. Might just get away with it. What I could do is actually lay it over on its side over here. Which would definitely work. I think I might do that. I've fitted the capacitor sideways on there, it's correctly polarised, and I'm just going to solder it in, and then we'll see if the solder joint is enough to hold it in place. If not, a dab of hot glue will hold that in place. So let's give it a go. Okay. Temperature up on the soldering iron. 400 degrees because of that quite a large area of copper on that. Normally I'd solder at 320 using my old favourite lead solder. I'm not reselling this, so I don't have to use the crappy lead-free stuff. Yeah. Okay. And we're done. So let's put it back together. Right. So two tabs here for the low and neutral. An isolating piece of plastic. So exactly the reverse procedure of what we did earlier. Nice and tidy in there. Yeah. And make sure we have the tabs in the right location, which we now do. Okay, the moment of truth. Yay! Okay, let's put it back together. Right. Let's snap this back in and checking where the lugs are. Here. Should just click back in. It might need a bit of persuasion. Problem. Where the capacitor is, there's stuff in the way. Right. What am I going to do about that? I'm going to have to move the capacitor from where it is here to over there, where it's not going to interfere with anything. Because where it is right now, it's stopping it all going back together. So I'm going to have to extend those wires and insulate them. Right, let's get on with that. Well, that's the capacitor moved out of the way. Just need to put a dab of hot glue on there. Actually, I don't think I'll bother because it's not actually going anywhere. I've put some heat shrink on the leads to prevent short circuits, and this is now completely out of the way, so we should be able to reassemble it. So we go. Screw. There we go. Okay, not too much damage, there's a bit of soldering iron damage here because I was a bit careless, and a couple of lever points there, but I think we can now declare this no longer foobar. There we go.